guys, and welcome back. I'm a Back Gamer, and that is a giant Leviathan snow thing in Subnautica Below Zero. So, as many of you might be aware, I haven't had internet for a long period of time. It's back on now since I think last week or the week before. Yeah, last week. Last week it came back on. Just in time for Stellaris' expansion, Nemesis, which was super good. But what do you play with that net, or very limited net? Well, I played Cryofall. And I got this for free out of a Humble Bundle at the one point. Well, not free, but, you know, out of my Humble Bundle subscription. It is currently on sale for cheapest chips as well, like $7. Now, I know what you're thinking. This looks like a mobile phone game. Yeah, it pretty much looks really, really terrible. I agree. Graphically, it's not amazing. But the depth of this game cannot be understated. This game has amazing crafting with a technology tree I've not seen in any survival game, and that is what interested me the most. Using skills such as cutting down trees, mining materials, that is literally how you advance a skill in the game. There's also quests which give you LP. LP is then used to purchase technologies out of the technology tree. This is really cool too, because most of these kind of games have like the average progression of stone tools to iron tools to steel tools, and usually at steel tools they all sort of end. This one had a really cool feature. I'm about to show it here in the next clip, but yeah, after steel tools, this one has mining drones, and you can send out to 3 mining drones at any given time to an area, and they will mine whatever resource you're trying to get them to mine, which is really, really cool. As you can see here, there's your 3 mining drones just mining up rocks for me. And yes, this still gets up your prospecting skills, which is the mining skill, which is really cool. As you can see, the skill tree is on the quest is on the right. Now, I wonder if I got a good video. I know I briefly showed the tech tree not long ago, but the tech tree is so cool. Yeah, there it is. See, this is just sort of how your tech tree works. It's so great. Vehicles in the game consist of hoverboards for transportation and mech suits for combat, which is really, really great. Weapons in the game consist of basic weapons like flintlock pistols to submachine guns, bolt actions, and then eventually to energy weapons, which is really, really cool as well. So this is more at an industrial stage of the base game. So I've got a steam generator there, you're converting water and heat to power. I've got a electric generator as well, which is converting my gasoline to power as well. And I'm getting gasoline by, yeah, this is how this game is so in depth, right? So you got an oil pump. The oil pump, then you put the crude oil into your refinery, and then the refinery separates the crude oil into gasoline and into materials basically that you can use then to make plastics and stuff, which is really, really cool. Iodized salt generator, like a harvester on the right. As you can see, you need empty containers as well, otherwise you won't get anything. Like, I'll be moving these empty containers now to different bars to then fill them up with the other materials. It's wow. In the industrial stage too, your furnaces all run off electric, which is really, really cool. You don't have to worry about chopping down the whole forest just to run the generators, run your furnaces anymore. Does mean you start running out of charcoal though, but then you just put wood in your furnaces and tell your furnaces to burn wood into charcoal, which is super, super good. This game, it might not interest everybody, but if you've got an interest in survival games, it's just so worth the look based on how much in depth it is. Like, there's even a bioreactor there that you can put like crops that you don't want in, or rubbish, to generate power. It's got like water catchers, like rust-like water catchers, and then it goes to wells, and it goes to pumps. As you can see, this is electric furnaces. Quick look at that, how they look. Pretty cool. So, Subnautica Below Zero is also what I played when I didn't have internet, because obviously it's a single player game, it's perfect. I showed you one Leviathan a bit earlier, the worm Leviathan. So this is, this thing reminds me of the thing out of Deep Rising, to be honest, the tentacle creature that grabs everybody. So this is Pavlov VR. Now, I sucked at this. I'm not even going to pretend I was good at it. I really sucked at this. I'm going to take so much effort to learn this game, but they have to admit it's so much fun. Like, it's good to start getting to use the Oculus again. I've been really sick, I still am, so it's been hard to use that for long periods of time.
Yeah, just Pavlov.
There's so many different guns to use and try in Pavlov as well. So I've got a lot of other games to play. There's I've got Into the Radius, I think it's called.
Jesus.
It's a VR survival game. So I also broke out the VR for Phasmaphobia with the boys. Again, eternally grateful for you all. Booten, Boss, Rick, Dan, Jamie. You guys are literally the best friends a man can have. Thank you so much for your time.
Kill.
So we were trying to dual wield the cameras here, because if you've got the VR, you can actually hold an item in each hand. So I was trying to dual wield the candles, because we figured out that this ghost was a phantom, and the notes in the phantom says that taking a photo of the phantom will make it disappear. So we're like, okay, well, we'll just try to snap photos of it, because there's a new professional objective where you've got to throw the white sage at the ghost to try to stop hunting. You feel so helpless in VR. So helpless. It's hilarious. Always so scared. So as I said, Nemesis dropped for Stellaris. This is a bit of a look at it. I gave this a bit of segment now. There might not be much depth in the things you're about to watch on here, but I just really wanted to talk about it. Personally, there's a whole economy change, which is really good. As you can see, they've took the planetization building back to a more older style, which is great. I much prefer this way of building your planets up. And First Contact now has been completely changed, which I love. Now you need to send an envoy if you wish to talk to a race. The envoy will sit there and try to decode them and make contact and speak to them and things like that. It's really, really good. They can mess up having negative results if their envoy sucks. You can research envoys too to make them more useful or better at what they do. So the other things I wanted to go into too is the fact that the expansion now has a whole lot of differences in how you can react to Space's little events. You can choose to open things, shut things. Like, I'm getting a myriad of different options every single time I play. And I played it probably for the last 4 or 5 days while I've been watching Stargate again. So it's been a really good game to play while binge watching a show. I haven't had as much breath as I normally do, so yeah, like I said, this has been tops. It's come at a great time for me. I've really enjoyed it. Is always the robot race, the simulators is like one of the strongest things you can play. I don't know whether the game had the ability for you to, through traditions, become the endgame crisis before, but yeah, you can do that now. It's really cool. You could become the in-game crisis, and I'm like, that's super cool. I tried doing it with the simulators. I ran into a wall with the simulator race, though. I can't remember what it was, but it was a bit of a pain in the ass. So I stopped with the... Thanks, Ryan. I stopped with these simulators and I went back to being humans again, and I had a really good playthrough this time. Oh, this game's Devour. Definitely pay attention.
No, she's to our right. She's in the hallway outside. She's like running around.
She can't figure out how a door works, which we...
So, I played this with Jamie and
Maybe
Boss yesterday.
Oh, I wonder if she can come through the window. Like in that Bigfoot game we played, that shitty Bigfoot game.
I super enjoyed it.
Okay, I got a plan. Whichever exit I find will do.
Oh! There's something else here.
Doesn't sound like she's above going outside.
We've got another goat in there, we need fuel.
He had the fuel. There's a fuel at the back step.
There's one
Oh,
here.
there's fuel right there, yeah.
Got her.
And she's gonna be super
That's screamy, hey. That screaming is so scary. Ooh. This is a
Come
great
back,
game.
come back. She wants to eat me. She wants
I'm at a
to.
UV, so
pissed. Yeah, so am I.
I'm running for the basement.
Basement it
She
is.
chasing me?
I don't know, I'm behind you. Oh! Demon. Lots of demons.
Oh shit, her!
Oh, I'm watching this back through.
I'm
It's so
going right
awesome.
downstairs. Downstairs sounds good.
I haven't enjoyed a game like this since I played Phas for the first time, so I had a lot of fun with this.
Oh shit!
game.
I tried! I'm sorry! Where am I?
That was
The
jump
jump
Oh,
scare.
crap,
The jump
demon.
scare was so bad.
Did
I
you
didn't
get
even know
done
she
as
was
well?
behind me.
Did she
Yeah,
drag
it was
you
so
on?
bad.
No. I don't know where I am, but I'm just running.
She's
So
dragging me off
these guys have
somewhere.
done obviously a really good job. They've
Oh,
done
could I have
some
saved you just then?
map as well
I
recently?
need a medkit to go grab me now.
I can crawl away from her now. I'm outside. Back at the entrance.
Yeah. I see her.
I got the solo
Yeah,
key.
hold you still.
Come in here, boy. I got you, boy. Let's do this. Shut the door. She doesn't know we're here. It's fine.
She's around here.
Shh.
So obviously
Fine,
you can use a
there's no
medikit to get your friends.
Take that one, forgot me.
You don't even hear the
Like,
doors
oh,
open.
It's fine. And like, of course, I've got one. of my
She's
friends.
outside.
Yeah, she
Right
just dumped
there.
Me off here. Yeah, she just dumped me off here.
Yeah. I gotta run for my... I don't know what to do here.
Look,
Yeah, just go, just go, just run.
I didn't leave you
Yeah.
for dead. I went back for him.
I'm
I'm
out.
pretty sure I got him.
I'm out.
too.
So out.
Oh, you've already
Stop
got a
moving.
medkit. I didn't really know how to make it.
Gotcha. Alright.
And she's right there the whole time. Well, thanks for watching, guys. It was good to catch up with you all. Hopefully you enjoyed. Fare thee well.